One of the state's best rivalries is an endangered species. Though Augustana and Sioux Falls have only been playing together in Division II for 7 years, the City Series is as hotly contested as any in South Dakota. Won't be around much longer, though, with Augie planning to move up to Division I in the near future, so enjoy it while we got it. Cougars hosting the Vikings at the Stewart Center, and we start with the men's game. And what a game it was. USF up 2 at the break. Matt Cartwright, the O'Gorman alum, he changes that. Banks open late night on Saturday as Augie takes the lead. They were trading blow for blow in this one, though. Drew Giebert, he backs up Trey Bien. He had 16 points, but he would foul out as USF builds a 4-point lead. Ring the gong. On the other end, here comes Eric Tiedemann. His runner drops, and it's a 2-point game. That's when Trayvon Evans heats up. From downtown, he's going to take this look, and that's nothing but net. Yeah, you can shoot an arrow at that one as USF builds a 7-point lead. Cartwright would lead one more Augustana charge. He was phenomenal tonight. This time a fadeaway for 2 of his 25. The Vikings got back to within 1. Evans would refuse to lose with Chris Johnson calling his number. He goes in for 2 of his game-high 33, and USF gets a great victory, 77-73. The ladies went first today at the Stew, and the Vikings were without Shelby Sellen, their MVP, who got hurt last night at SMSU. Lindsey Prosser trying to pick up the slack with a 3-ball, and then on the next possession, they go inside to one of Sellen's replacements, Abby Orr, with a nice feed to Allie Walter as Augustana builds a 6-point lead. Now, the same thing happened last night to USF against Wayne State. They were rallied from that, so they were kind of ready for this one. Jesse Geer going to work inside as USF pulls to within 2, and then in the final seconds of the quarter, Traphagen's team corrals the offensive rebound, gets it to Mariah Szymanski, and she ties things up at 15 after a quarter. In the second, the Viborg early alum, Aura, was having a pretty good game, popping the triple from the wing. She had 13 points as Augie takes the lead, but that'd be the last one they'd have. Coogan on a run late in the quarter. Andy Mataloni, who always seems to have a big game against Augustana. For 3 of her 12 on the day, Kaylee Hummel led the way with 18. And it's a sweep at the Stewart Center, 65-60. Elsewhere in the NSIC in women's basketball, SMSU, who last night beat Augie by 3 points. Tonight they have their heart broken by Wayne State. Northern falls at Winona. On the men's side, Northern with a big win over Winona, while SMSU is edged again at home. In AIA hoops, Mount Marty ranked at second-ranked Morningside. The Mustangs a little salty after their upset loss at Dakota Wesleyan on Wednesday. Jonah Larson gets the hoop and the harm for the Lancers. Wasn't going to be Cody Schilling's day, though. Like I said, the Mustangs a little salty after that loss, and they played like it today. That's Tyler Borchers for 2 of his team-high 14. Morningside rolls by a final of 94-49. Take a look at some other NAIA scores this afternoon in men's college basketball. Northwestern wins at Concordia, while Dordt falls in a heartbreaker. Dakota State wins. Presentation loses. Women's basketball, top-ranked Dakota Wesleyan gets a victory. Northwestern loses at 3rd-ranked Concordia in a good one. 13th-ranked Dordt with a victory. Mount Marty's women also lose at Morningside. And in the North Star, it's Dakota State beating Dickinson State and Presentation losing. Prep Hoops history was made last night in the Hub City with a 56-40 victory over Rapid City Central. Aberdeen coach Dawn Seiler became the winningest girls basketball coach in South Dakota history. Seiler's 596th career win surpasses Parkston's Ron Van Laken. Seiler's been a head coach for 21 seasons at McIntosh and Aberdeen, guiding the Golden Eagles to 2 of the last 3 state AA championships. Prep Hoops today, 5-time defending state A champ St. Thomas More at T, looking to avoid a rare 2-game losing streak after falling to Elk Point Jefferson last night. Second quarter, Titans down 2. They nearly kick it away. Instead, they kick it to Brooklyn Williamson for 3 as T goes on top by 1. Now, the Cavs have been queens of Class A hoops for a reason. They've got depth. Haley Timmer with the hoop and the harm as St. Thomas More opens up a 9-point lead. The Titans on their home floor fight back, getting it down low to Samantha Kloos. T actually rallies to send things into overtime, where St. Thomas More proves a bit too much, thanks in part to a Duffy, which is no shock because they always have a Duffy on St. Thomas More. This time it's Mirren Duffy with the rebound and putback. St. Thomas More takes it in overtime. Good fight from T, though, 56-46. Busy day of boys hoops at the Pentagon. The Samaritan's Feet Barefoot Classic. It's T against Cambridge Asante. Fourth quarter, Justin Holm was having himself a night. Here he gets an assist to Ethan Friedel. Friedel led all scores with 21, and the Titans are up 15. Friedel was also dishing out some helpers as well as he drops it into Caleb Joffer, who makes a terrific low post move. Story of the night, though, was Hone. He penetrates here and will hit the runner. He had a triple-double, 19 points, 11 boards, and 10 assists as they cruise to a 68-50 victory. Earlier in the day, the 6-1 Viborg-Hurley Cougars facing Groton, and it's a good start, however, for the Tigers. Jonathan Doden with a drive and finger roll. He had 14 points. Also scoring 14 points was his teammate, Trayton Deagle, who knocks down a three late here in the first quarter as Groton has a 6-point lead. Now the Cougars, they don't waste any time after this shot's made. They press off the hoop, and Grady Sherman gets down court. His layup is going to hang and fall at the buzzer. It was 20-17. Viborg-Hurley after one. They go on to pull away by a final of 61-48. We have more highlights on KDLT.com. After losing to third-place Waterloo 6-4 last night, the Stampede tried to bounce back tonight against the second-place team in the USHL's Western Conference, the Des Moines Buccaneers at the Denny, tied at 1 in the second period. Max Crozier with a nice wraparound. He's denied, though, by Roman Durney. On the other end, Alec Calvaruso, who actually got pulled in last night's loss to Waterloo. He gave up 4 goals. He was up for the challenge tonight. This is one of his 23 saves. Now, this young lady wants a little more action, and let's just say she got it, or maybe I did, because right there, Anthony Romano got drilled into the boards in front of me. That's a boarding penalty, and fisticuffs ensue after they unpile. The Herd go on the power play, and we get our first blooper reel entry of the year. Crozier just trying to clear that thing, and it bounces in. It was a good night for the Stampede. They had all the puck luck. They get the win 3-2. Also, the Wild defeat Ottawa. And in case you missed it, the FCS Championship won by who else? North Dakota State. They beat Eastern Washington for their 7th title in 8 years. Back in a moment.